There's strength in your voice. You must dedicate yourself to everything you undertake. Don't halt now. Don't surrender now. Maintain momentum. Seize control of your existence. Have confidence in yourself and understand without a doubt that you are valuable. You must persist in advancing, persist in striving for it, persist in believing in yourself, persist in pushing forward because you have incomplete tasks. Indeed, occasionally you might repeat errors, but these errors can hold even greater significance in your life. Make today meaningful. Invest all your energy, invest all your strength into your endeavors today. Revive yourself from the abyss of negativity. When everyone else tells you no, you respond with yes. Believe in yourself. Pursue your aspirations, irrespective of any setbacks you encounter. You were born with a purpose. So if you've been that individual, whether it's today, whether it was yesterday, or even if you're contemplating the future, how can you even envision a future if impossibility is a component of it? Why are you attempting everything intended to improve your mood simply because you tried? Do you genuinely believe people desire to hear your justifications? Do you truly believe that's what will contribute to your improvement? Simply because you attempted? Cease attempting and commence acting. If you're clinging to anxiety, you're detached. If you're clinging to apprehension, you're detached. If you're clinging to grief, if you're clinging to fragility, you're disconnected. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, let your pain fuel your passion. Even if you're hurting internally, transform it. Let it blaze through your countenance. Let it blaze through your heart and soul, and let it resonate and become more potent than you've ever been in your existence. Persevere, be productive, be strong, and with all sincerity, manage your affairs. There will be instances where you'll simply face adversity, and you'll be fatigued, you'll be weary, you'll desire to quit, you'll feel depleted, yet you must still persevere. Embrace your life, ladies and gentlemen. Be enthusiastic about life, regardless of the hardships, regardless of the situations. Be thrilled about being alive and not deceased. Walk with your head held high and embrace your existence. Unpleasant events must occur in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. We must endure certain experiences, and this is what will enhance us. This is what will fortify us. But you must assert what you are pursuing in your life. Not everyone will always achieve their desired position in life because sometimes they fixate excessively on the negative aspects and neglect to embrace the positive moments. Neglect to declare, hey, irrespective of the struggles I encounter, I will prevail. The remarkable aspect of the journey is that you're acquiring knowledge. You are learning about yourself. You're learning how to navigate specific situations, and you're learning how to develop. We are human beings, and human beings occasionally act impulsively, but you must control your emotions. You must comprehend that you must endure certain experiences to attain the level you desire in your life. Make this day meaningful. Invest all your energy, all your strength into your endeavors today. You must persist in advancing, persist in striving for it, persist in believing in yourself, persist in pushing forward because you have incomplete tasks. If you fail to cling to the goodness within you, then all the negativity surrounding you currently will ultimately obliterate your prospects and hinder your progress in life. Don't you recognize that you must have faith in yourself each and every day of your life? Perhaps you were rejected, but that doesn't signify you're out of the game. It doesn't signify it's over. You must persist in moving forward. Take steps, perhaps retreat a few steps, evaluate the circumstances, and then keep pushing, keep striving, remain ambitious, and believe. We must don that armor. We must detach ourselves and cease being captives to the sorrow, to the apprehension, and these conflicts we must confront have distinct narratives associated with them. These conflicts we encounter each and every day of our lives have numerous elements that sometimes we simply don't feel equipped to handle. We must discover a method and a comprehension that this issue we're currently confronting in our lives is merely transient. It's ephemeral and won't endure indefinitely. You must recognize that you must cultivate sufficient resilience within yourself to persevere. We will all encounter numerous struggles in our lives, and some of these struggles we won't always triumph over. These days and times have been incredibly demanding. So many individuals have surrendered. Life is precious, and you must be capable of cherishing it for as long as possible. If you're clinging to apprehension, you're detached. That relationship you're currently in might not be functioning, but that doesn't imply you can't extricate yourself and rediscover yourself. Get your mind and body in the appropriate state. Work on yourself. Concentrate on your prospects. You've witnessed things others don't comprehend. You've endured experiences others will never be capable of enduring independently. This is what distinguishes you. Persevere and contend with all your might. Life, how magnificent it is, how incredible it is to be capable of awakening in the morning and have the sun illuminate your face instead of your grave. What renders life so exceptional and so magnificent? It's magnificent because whatever you might be confronting, whatever you might be dealing with, life remains positive. Life possesses numerous moving components, but life is perpetually positive. Each day is a fresh day and another chance that others might not possess. This life you've been granted, this life you're temporarily possessing, this life that has been bestowed upon you for merely temporary reasons, holds greater significance than you can ever fathom. Numerous individuals globally take life for granted instead of recognizing that you must seize the opportunity to live it to the best of your ability. Now, on this voyage of life, you'll encounter a substantial number of circumstances, a substantial number of difficulties. You'll stumble into areas you can't comprehend, and perhaps you're not in a position to comprehend at that juncture. When you begin to sense that you're in a position where you don't cherish your life, then shame on you, because your life is a precious thing, and no one deserves to ruin it. No one deserves to control it. No one deserves to pilfer your joy. Your life is your life, and you possess the right to live it to the fullest extent possible. You must discipline yourself and assume complete control and accountability for the outcome, whatever it is you're pursuing at this moment. There are numerous struggles we all encounter in life. Certain circumstances will arise in your life, and these conflicts we must confront have distinct narratives associated with them. These conflicts we encounter each and every day of our lives encompass numerous elements and numerous circumstances that sometimes we simply don't feel equipped to handle. But we must discover a method. We must discover a method of comprehending that this issue we are currently confronting in our lives is merely transient. It's ephemeral, and it won't endure indefinitely. You must recognize that you must cultivate sufficient resilience within yourself to persevere. We will all encounter numerous struggles in our lives, and some of these struggles we won't always triumph over. But we must possess the victorious mindset, regardless of whether we falter, regardless of whether the adversity is incredibly arduous, regardless of whether we're pushed back a few steps. We must persist in pressing forward. We must detach ourselves and cease being captives to the sorrow, to the fragility, to the apprehension, to the uncertainty. We must become resilient. We must become something exceptional. We must don that armor and prepare ourselves for conflict. There are numerous struggles we all encounter in life. Certain circumstances will arise in your life, and these conflicts we must confront have distinct narratives associated with them. These conflicts we encounter each and every day of our lives encompass numerous elements and numerous circumstances that sometimes we simply don't feel equipped to handle. But we must discover a method. We must discover a method of comprehending that this issue we are currently confronting in our lives is merely transient. It's ephemeral, and it won't endure indefinitely. You must recognize that you must cultivate sufficient resilience within yourself to persevere. We will all encounter numerous struggles in our lives, and some of these struggles we won't always triumph over. But we must possess the victorious mindset, regardless of whether we falter, regardless of whether the adversity is incredibly arduous, regardless of whether we're pushed back a few steps. We must persist in pressing forward. We must detach ourselves and cease being captives to the sorrow, to the fragility, to the apprehension, to the uncertainty. We must become resilient. We must become something exceptional. We must don that armor and prepare ourselves for conflict. Indeed, every conflict cannot be won, but the victorious mindset of not surrendering is more than sufficient to carry on. The destinations you'll reach in your life, the destinations you've visited in your life, You've witnessed things others don't comprehend. You've endured experience that others will never be capable of enduring independently. And this is what renders you special. This is what renders you exceptional. And this is what makes you stand out. But you're not out. You're not out of the fight. You must persist in pressing forward, persevere, and contend with all your might. These days and times have been incredibly demanding. So many individuals have surrendered. So many individuals have relinquished so much of themselves. They have detached themselves from the reality that they are exceptional, that they are special, that they are fortunate to possess this life. Life is precious, and you must be capable of cherishing it for as long as possible, because it won't endure indefinitely. If you're clinging to anxiety, you're detached. If you're clinging to apprehension, you're detached. If you're clinging to grief, if you're clinging to fragility, you're disconnected. That relationship you're currently in might not be functioning, but that doesn't imply you can't extricate yourself and rediscover yourself. Get your mind and body in the appropriate state. Work on yourself. Don't attempt to fix others. Concentrate on your prospects. Concentrate on who you are as an individual. You can't rescue the world, but you can undoubtedly make a difference. But ensure you make the difference within yourself. Because as long as you're leading the path, the right individuals will accompany you. They will follow you. They will stand with you. They will share bread with you. So you must persist in believing. You must persist in comprehending that on this day, at this hour, this is your day, and your moment is now. Hold on firmly and don't release your grip. Concentrate on what's essential and detach yourself from the things that are not essential. If you're feeling like you're declining, open your heart and open your mind and look upward. Persevere and believe in it, for each and every day of your life is a blessing to breathe, a blessing to walk, a blessing to do what is necessary to continue life and not cling to things that won't elevate you to the level you desire in life. Some individuals are not sufficiently willing to believe in themselves. But what will you do? How will you make a difference? How will you stand, and how will you contend with these conflicts we encounter each and every day of our lives? They will persist in arising, and you won't triumph over every conflict. And the conflicts you encounter will contribute to your strengthening, because even if you lose a conflict and you're still breathing, and you're still walking, and you're still capable of making progress, then you still possess sufficient fight remaining to carry on. And on this journey, while you're persevering through everything, remember the circumstances you had to confront. Remember the losses, remember the casualties, and comprehend that everything you endured in your life, it had to be. It had to be this way. You might question it, but it had to be this way. You might not even comprehend it, but it had to be this way. Even with the errors you have committed in your life, yet it had to be this way. But from the errors you've committed, you have learned, you have grown, and you've understood that you needn't revert to that error again. And indeed, occasionally you might repeat errors, but those errors can hold even greater significance in your life. And this is why you must persist in pushing forward and eliminate the things that aren't improving you. The struggle persists. Persevere, be productive, be strong, and with all sincerity, manage your affairs. The stage is set, and it's time to excel. The heart of a champion, you can't feign or fabricate it just to achieve it. When you speak, speak with authority. Embrace it. Recognize your purpose in this world. We are all created to accomplish great things. What good is your greatness if you don't stand upon it? This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to surrender. But you must persist in fighting. Indeed, darkness envelops you, but there will come a time when the sun will shine. This is the chance of a lifetime. But the time has arrived for you to succeed, for you to comprehend that you have a mission. Don't allow the losses to keep you down. The mind is a potent instrument. Revive yourself from the abyss of negativity. When everyone else tells you no, you respond with yes. There's strength in your voice. You must dedicate yourself to everything you undertake. Don't halt now. Don't surrender now. Maintain momentum. Seize control of your existence. Have confidence in yourself and understand without a doubt that you are valuable. Each day is a fresh day and another chance that others might not possess. There can be no justifications. Numerous things will come at you. There will be instances where you'll desire to surrender, but you don't have the authorization to do so. The stage is set and it's time to excel. You'll feel the pressure, but you must remain composed. You must calm your storm. You are entering an arena and you must be prepared to work. There can be no fragility. There can be no justifications. Why must life be so arduous? Discard the destructive mindset. And if you stumble and fall, remember the ground will never apologize to you. It's time to seize control of your present, to be capable of reclaiming the driver's seat, to comprehend that you must be more resilient than your life. It's not concluded yet. Welcome to the challenge. It's a day to define who you truly are inside. You better be prepared to excel. We must don that armor. We must detach ourselves and cease being captives to the sorrow, to the apprehension. And these conflicts we must confront have distinct narratives associated with them. These conflicts we encounter each and every day of our lives encompass numerous elements that sometimes we simply don't feel equipped to handle. We must discover a method and a comprehension that this issue we're currently confronting in our lives is merely transient. It's ephemeral and won't endure indefinitely. You must recognize that you must cultivate sufficient resilience within yourself to persevere. We will all encounter numerous struggles in our lives, and some of these struggles we won't always triumph over. These days and times have been incredibly demanding. So many individuals have surrendered. Life is precious, and you must be capable of cherishing it for as long as possible. If you're clinging to apprehension, you're detached. That relationship you're currently in might not be functioning. Get your mind and body in the appropriate state. Work on yourself. Concentrate on your prospects. You've witnessed things others don't comprehend. You've endured experiences others will never be capable of enduring independently. This is what distinguishes you. Persevere and contend with all your might. You've allowed everything around you to devastate you, and you haven't even granted yourself a chance. Just because you failed, you desire to quit. Just because you didn't make the cut, you desire to quit. Just because someone didn't like you today and they didn't love you tomorrow, you desire to quit. You desire to surrender on your life, and your life is yours, and it doesn't belong to anyone else but you. Enough is enough. Make the reality about you a reality. Make it work for you. Believe in it. Work on it. Stand on it. Fight for it, and get it done. We all have struggles, and some of these struggles are arduous. Some of these struggles we can't recover from, and some of these struggles might take considerably longer, and some we might not win at all. But while you're living, while you're breathing, the struggle persists, and you continue to fight every single day of your life. You continue to believe every single day of your life, and you don't succumb to fragility, to apprehension. And when you succumb to that specific fragility, you feel defeated. Allow me to inform you right now, you're not defeated, you're simply depleted. You're fatigued because you're human, and we all become fatigued occasionally. But that doesn't signify you're defeated. You're just a little depleted. And that means you must hit that reset button. That means you must catch that second wind. That means you must discover that other source of power and strength to carry on. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to express gratitude. Thank you for being your best. Thank you for being strong when we did everything possible to stop you. Thank you for lifting your head instead of looking down, recognizing that you possess much more within you than less of yourself. Make every possibility count in your life. This is the time to proceed silently. Make noise, but let your actions perform the work. I hurt every day of my life, but I learned through the pain. My mother and father are deceased. I no longer have parents. When I lost my mother 10 years ago, I didn't anticipate that this woman would depart so soon. But she's gone now. It hurts to even speak about her passing and how she suffered and the things she had to endure. But she's no longer suffering. But also remember the words she instilled in me and the things she would tell me as a young man. And she would say to me, son, regardless of how difficult things become in life, don't allow the pain to divert you from your truth. Learn from your pain. Learn from all the struggles you will encounter in life and continue to make a difference in this world. And now that I'm at the age I am today, I do that every day of my life. And recently, losing my father, it became even more of a struggle. And to this day, I still grieve. I still mourn them. But every loss that has occurred has empowered me. It has strengthened me. It has resonated through my being to transform my pain into my passion. Now, the thing you must consider is that pain is beneficial for you. Pain will significantly impact you. Pain will do things to you that you could never comprehend. Sooner or later, you must recognize that through the pain will come a victory. I don't even know if I desire to revisit that again. Now, you're probably wondering, Coach, why are you discussing all this sorrow, all these things you dealt with in your life? But ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to you as though you're here in this place with me right now. I'm opening up to you right now. This isn't something that's scripted. In fact, I don't even deliver scripted speeches or anything like that. I'm opening up to you to let you know that regardless of the struggles you've endured in your life, regardless of the amount of pain you've experienced in your life, you must transform it into something greater than your pain. I hurt every day of my life, but I learned through the pain. I struggle some days of my life, but I learn through the pain. Sometimes I desire to quit and surrender, but I realize it's not my time. In fact, I'm never here to surrender. I'm here to ascend. I'm here to soar beyond the clouds. I've been homeless. I desired to relinquish my life. I've had everything thrown at me. I've been rejected, but I rose above it because I know who I am inside. The question is, do you know who you are inside? Your circumstances, your challenges, your losses, everything you have endured in your life. If you're standing on your 2 feet right now, if you have breath in your body, you are not finished. You possess power right now. You possess strength right now. Don't let anything hold you back. I'm here to deliver the message of hope and comprehension that regardless of the struggle you're enduring, regardless of the pain you're enduring, let your pain fuel your passion. Let it course through your being. Don't quit on your destiny. Don't surrender because you experienced significant losses. Don't feel that because you were rejected in your life that you cannot carry on. Now, I speak about my parents because they were incredible individuals in my life, and now it's up to me to carry the torch. So when you lose someone close to you, someone dear to your heart, don't ever surrender on who you are inside because they will desire for you to continue living. They will desire for you to live on because that is precisely what they instilled in you. So today I will continue to represent my mother and father because that was my greatest loss. My greatest loss was losing the individuals who gave me life, the individuals who taught me right from wrong, the individuals who told me, regardless of what you do in life, son, don't surrender. Don't surrender. Fight through the pain. Fight through the pain. If you lose, discover a method to win again. If you're hurting inside, transform it and make it something greater. Ignite the fire in your soul. It's acceptable to be human. My emotions and my sorrows, I know how to control them. I understand how to utilize them. I understand that through every loss, I transformed it and I made it something greater. I made it stronger. I built something. I truly am constructing an empire of passion, strength, wisdom, and a victory is simply awaiting me. Am I finished? Absolutely not. Am I stronger every day of my life? Every breath I take, I become stronger. You can be stronger. So indeed, my pain became my passion. It has taught me to teach others to carry on, to never surrender, to keep reaching. And regardless of the losses, regardless of the circumstances, you don't surrender on your life. You keep living. You keep fighting. Because even through the losses, there are always great victories. Regardless of your losses, regardless of your rejections, regardless of your failures, keep living. Regardless of what you're experiencing in your life right at this moment, keep living because through the pain you can bring forth your passion. Let it resonate through your soul, through your being and your mind, and persevere. So today and for the remainder of my life, my pain will always be my passion. I know that I have life yet to live. For my mother and father, I will live. For my wife and children, I will live. For those who trust and believe in me, I will live. But this is all I can do, and there's no turning back. So ladies and gentlemen, I implore you all, continue to live your life. Let your pain fuel your passion. Even if you're hurting internally, transform it. Let it blaze through your being. Let it blaze through your heart and soul. And let it resonate and become more potent than you've ever been in your existence. My pain will continue to flow, but I understand that through my pain, my passion will continue to manifest itself into greater ideas. So ladies and gentlemen, you continue to be strong. You remain encouraged. You don't look back. You continue to look forward. You keep your head held high. You keep rising above the clouds. Maintain momentum. Be productive. Be strong. And with all sincerity, I'm telling you right now to manage your affairs. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I'll try. I'll try. I tried. How does that sound? Listen to that. I can't. I tried. I'll try. This is not the time to be embracing any of that. The word can't shouldn't exist in your vocabulary. And try. Why even bother if you're not going to do everything necessary to reach your desired destination in life? Why even bother? Sounds harsh, doesn't it? Makes you wonder why I'm saying precisely what I just said. Because the time is now for you to recognize that there's no time to be feeling pity about your discussions and what you haven't accomplished within yourself. You must have a different type of conversation within yourself and cease using the word can't and cease using the word try. Now let's discuss can. The word can't, what has it done for so many individuals and what has it done for you? Has can elevated you? Has can't placed you in a better position in your life? Has can't made you feel stronger? Has can't made something resonate inside of you to provide you with the ability to carry on? Or has can't placed you in a position where you simply stand still and you're waiting for something? Perhaps you're waiting for a handout. Perhaps you're waiting for praise. Perhaps you're waiting for someone to assist you. Can't, what is it doing for you now? Can't is not something you need to be clinging to. Can't doesn't do anything for me, and it shouldn't do anything for you. Whatever you're pursuing in your life and whatever you're striving for in your life, can't cannot be associated with it. It requires more. It requires much more than the word can't. It's a word that should never exist in your life. Whatever errors you're committing, whatever failures you've encountered, embrace them and carry on because the word can't won't care about you anyway. It doesn't love you. It doesn't care about you. And when you have the word can't in your mind, excuses will follow. So how do you carry on? What is it that you need to do and how far are you willing to take it? Now let's discuss try. Trying appears to be the new trend. Well, I wouldn't even say it's the new trend. It seems like it's the daily occurrence for so many individuals. Well, I tried. I couldn't resist that chocolate cake. I couldn't resist that piece of cake. I tried. I couldn't get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I attempted to get up, but I couldn't get up. I tried. I attempted to be kind, but I couldn't be kind. I tried. Everything you did was try, but you didn't even grant yourself the satisfaction of doing. Why not simply do it? Why are you attempting everything intended to improve your mood because you tried? Do you genuinely believe people desire to hear your justification? Do you truly believe that's what will contribute to your improvement because you tried? Cease attempting and commence acting. Act regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the rejections, regardless of how people perceive you. In fact, cease allowing people to dictate your actions. Cease looking at people as though they're going to rescue you because everything you're doing, all you attach to it is the word try, and you're seeking someone to say, hey, that's okay. At least you tried. No, cease attempting. You don't receive a pass. You don't receive a pass for trying. What are you afraid of? You're afraid you'll make a mistake. You're afraid you'll falter. You're afraid it will be over because it didn't unfold the way you desired, because it didn't occur the way you wanted it to occur. So can't and try shouldn't have anything to do with your life. So if you've been that individual, whether it's today, whether it was yesterday, or even if you're contemplating the future, how can you even envision a future if can is a component of it? How can you have a future if all you do is try? I aspire to have a great future. If the future is promising me, I'm going to have a magnificent future. That's how you should be thinking. That's how you should be acting, not succumbing to can't and try, because then it becomes a maybe, then doubt, then fear, then everything else follows. And none of these things improves you. So you must step up to the challenge, and you must get to work and conduct business, because that's what it's all about. So the next time can't begins to appear, you tell can't to step aside. The next time try attempts to manifest itself in your mind and in your heart and in your soul, you tell it to depart from you. There are no vacancies for try. There's only you. And today I conduct business. Every day of my life I conduct business, whether I succeed or I fail. Can't and try will not control my life, and it shouldn't control yours. So maintain momentum, be productive, be strong, and with all sincerity, cease attempting and let can't go about its business, and you conduct your business. How many hours do you invest in your craft? How much effort are you investing in your ideas? How many times have you taken so many breaks that it hindered you instead of propelling you forward? How much suffering have you invested in your craft? How much suffering are you willing to endure for success? This is the time you need to question yourself. You need to gain clarity within yourself and comprehend what it means to be successful. Success doesn't take vacations. Ask yourself this: how many champions have you witnessed in your lifetime? Or do you know any champions? Perhaps maybe you were a champion at one time in your life, but you took a vacation. See, the thing about champions is that there are very few of them, but there are many more individuals who don't comprehend the significance of what it means to apply significant hard work and to be capable of putting in the hard work and being able to persevere in their lives. I understand that you become fatigued. I understand you have those off days, but there are no off days when it comes to success. You must possess the ability to stand firm and stand up and rise to the occasion and complete the work. You must suffer through success. You must believe in your possibilities. You must understand that there's only one person who can get it done. If the rest of the team isn't doing what they need to do, then you must take charge. Perhaps you don't feel you possess leadership qualities, but you do. We are all positioned to lead at some point in our lives. But are you prepared to suffer? Are you prepared to endure the nights and the days of numerous hours of applying everything you have within yourself? Have you reached that point in your life when you were simply so fatigued and you couldn't push that next hour or that second hour out because you needed sleep? Oh, I need to catch up on my sleep. You can't catch up on your sleep. There's no such thing as catching up. It means nothing but ascending to the next level in your life. That's what it's about. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. You've been putting in so many hours, but yet, are you in a position to quit? Or are you in a position to strive intensely? Are you in a position to be strong? Are you willing to dig deep and go as far as you can in your life? Are you willing to suffer? See, you must comprehend when I discuss champions, when I discuss individuals who are ultimately successful, you must remember these individuals don't take breaks. They don't know what rest is. When everyone is telling you you should rest, you should be working, because if you're resting, then you're depriving yourself of your best. Now, I'm not telling you to commit suicide and bury yourself in your work. There will always be a time and place for everything. But what is everything? What is everything to you? And how far are you going to push yourself further? How much more are you willing to give of yourself? Success doesn't take breaks. It's not going to apologize. It's not going to wait for you. It's not going to say, hey, I'll grant you a little more time and I'll come retrieve you later. No, it doesn't function that way. That's not how success operates. But you must be the one to take a stand. You must be the one to move forward. How far and how much are you willing to give of yourself? Are you prepared to suffer? Do you know how many hours it takes to be the best version of yourself? Do you know how much effort you must invest? You can't be inconsistent with your project. You can't be inconsistent with your craft. Your ideas are your ideas. Your aspirations are your aspirations. Now pursue them. But understand there will be some challenging times. There will be numerous hills you'll have to climb. There will be numerous obstacles that will attempt to impede your progress. But you don't have to accept these obstacles and cling to them. Utilize everything you have in your heart and in your mind and in your soul and connect with these things so that you can maximize your life. So feel and comprehend that success doesn't come easily. You don't deserve a reward if you didn't apply the effort. You frequently hear individuals say, work smart, not hard. No champion works effortlessly. There's no ease in work. Work is work. That means you must put in the effort if you desire to gain something from it. Simply pace yourself, but get to work. You don't have to proceed rapidly, but get to work. You don't necessarily have to proceed slowly, but get to work. This is it. This is that time. And this is that moment right now. You observe all these individuals today. Observe all the successful individuals. How many times have you watched your television or witnessed someone driving down the street with a nice vehicle or someone residing in a nice home atop a hill, and you remarked, man, I wish I had a house like that? Why are you wishing instead of acting? Why are you wishing instead of pursuing it? You can have anything you desire in your life. Now, I'm not saying materialistic things matter, but let's be honest. We all desire the finer things in life, but effort must be applied. Work must be done. Suffering is necessary. Investing those long hours is necessary. Struggling a little bit is necessary. While everyone is sleeping, you should be working. The only friend you have right now at this moment is success. But let me tell you something about success. Success doesn't have many friends. Success doesn't cling to many individuals. Success doesn't connect with everyone because everyone doesn't possess the ability to connect with success. So when people question you why, you should respond, why not? Why not? Why shouldn't I do it? Why can't I do it? There's no reason for me to retreat now. I need to do this. I must do this, and I will carry on. So with or without the distractions in your life, you must persist in carrying on. You go to sleep at night, dream, and then make it a reality. And when you're awake and you're moving around and everyone is taking a break, you continue to carry on. You continue to suffer those hours. You continue to dig a little deeper. When you're exercising, if you're working out in the gym and you've been lifting the same weight repeatedly, sooner or later you're going to have to suffer and lift a little heavier weight if you desire to become stronger. If you desire to gain that muscle mass, if you desire to build up, everything you do requires evolving. So continue to evolve and persevere. Suffer through it, build upon it, grow from it, maintain momentum, and with all sincerity, manage your affairs.